on Fox. Wonderful episode of Weird and Wonderful. With a question for you coming up.
Oh, really?
Weird.
Okay.
Spurs Pistons in a battle of teams combined with 8 wins. Here's Wemby through the legs. Only on the Pistons. 16, 12, and 10 for Wemby's first triple-double. Spurs win a game. Congratulations.
Youngest Spur ever with a triple-double.
Oh, how about that? Okay, wonderful. Number 3, Iowa, Purdue. Caitlin Clark. This should have gone down as a no-look 4-point play, but they called it on the ground. Come on.
They called it on the ground?
They called it. Yeah,
What?
they called it on the floor.
That's terrible.
Come on. The fact that she turned around
That's
and knew
a
it was going in.
terrible
96-71. Purdue Boilermakers lose for the second time in 2 days. It's weird and wonderful. Wonderful. Thunder Heat. We'll get Chet. Lou Dort.
I mean, that really took all.
Hello! Don't try to dish Chet. That category 3.
Chet and Wemby, future great rivalry?
I don't know if Wemby can get up to Chet's level. Thunder win, now 25-11 in second place. Weird. So this is the question for you, Brew. This is just a reaction from the Warriors being down 20 in the third to the Pelicans. On Run It Back, Schaumsberg said, the mindset in Golden State right now is everyone but Steph Curry is on the table. What should the Warriors do?
Well, look, they can try to make moves. I mean, it's going to be hard to move some of those guys. And I think if they don't make big changes this year, the question will become, does Steph want to go somewhere he can win?
Well, listen, I mean, I heard after last night's game that Steve Kerr had to talk Steph out of retirement. I'm just kidding. Steph's an adult. He wouldn't pretend to retire because he's upset.
Spin. You missed that. Hey, while you're making your pithy jokes, you missed one of the best highlights.
I thought we were done.
No.
How was the last thing not the discussion?
That is nice.
Yes, thank you, bro.
Shades of Kevin.
You should have put that.
Yes. Look at it.
Should have put that before Steph.
Post moves?
Like, that doesn't.
They still lost,
That's
though.
nice.
It's okay.
Your guy is nice.
I
Ross.
know
Your
that.
guy is nice.
Dolphins head to the cold Kansas City winter.
Cold.
Reports are, Greg, this could
Here
be the
comes a
coldest
flip-flop.
game
Here
in NFL
comes the
history.
flip-flop.
Yeah.
Here's Andy Reid and Tua.
Now you won't do it.
I just say, get ready for the game. Let's do that. I don't really care what goes on out here. We're not having a snowball fight.
It's just a feel of how everything is. What the ball feels like, what throwing feels like, what holding the ball feels like. If there's wind, if there's not wind, you have to take all those things into consideration.
Okay, Greg, this seems to be a huge advantage for Kansas City. Are you sure you want to stick with your Dolphins pick?
No. Look, who's a better running team? Oh, it's the Dolphins. Yes, I'm sticking with the Dolphins. I'm sticking with the Dolphins.
Okay.
That's the only thing you got? They're better
I thought you were going to
team?
rip off several things.
No,
You just
just
said
relax,
running team.
relax.
Because
I'm
the
sticking
Chiefs
with the
aren't
Dolphins.
bad at running
No,
the football.
everyone wants to talk about the cold and the elements. Well, both teams have to play in it, and nobody really loves to play in the cold. So here we go.
Do you
Let's
get
play
used
football.
to it? Like you were in Green Bay.
You learn to tolerate it. You don't ever quite get used to it. You learn to tolerate it. But what really quick, what Tua's talking about the feel, that is important.
Nice.
Because when your hands are cold and you're trying to hold on to the ball, you can't really feel it. So if somebody comes and they hit the ball, you're more susceptible to fumbles and different things like that. But the cold is what it is.
Cold, though, Greg.
Why I still like the Dolphins? Vic Fangio. He understands what this outfit wants to do. He's given Patrick Mahomes fits, albeit not wins in those fits, but he understands and he has the attention of a quarterback that really lights everybody up, except Vic Fangio. Why I like this team is because of something that we don't talk about, and I mentioned it when I first started. They can run the ball. Right. If you can run the ball against this outfit in this type of weather and establish who has control of the trenches, that's the team that's going to win this game.
Yeah. Okay. So the Dolphins are going to win because they're going to run the ball so much. I'll believe it when I see it. I know they can. They're effective running the ball typically because they're in light boxes because everyone's terrified of Tyreek Hill. But that's not going to be the case in this game.
I mean, that's a fair
And listen, a very odd thing happened in this year's playoffs. Maybe it'll sustain, maybe not. The NFC, it's dome and warm weather teams. It's San Francisco, Los Angeles, Detroit, Dallas, Tampa, those are either warm weather cities or domes. The AFC, Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City, Cleveland. These are out, and those are where the games are going to be played, except for Houston. But Houston, this is the only home game that they can host in the postseason. And the Chiefs, maybe by accident, but you know what they built? A team built for January football. Not a high-flying, high-scoring, pretty breakdancing
What a
team.
take.
But am I right or wrong?
You're right.
They have the
At least
number
he threw
2
it. If it
scoring
was
defense.
accidental.
They have as strong of an interior part of the offensive line as there is. A running back.
Well,
That's
interior.
Glad you said interior
Right,
offensive
well,
line.
that's what we're going to be running. A lot of
Not the
duo
tackle.
right up the middle of the soft Miami front. And by the way, to quote, if I may, Marshawn Lynch, a running back that just wants to run through somebody's face. Misquote Marshawn Lynch. And so for all those reasons, and a quarterback who in his first game ever in the snow said, and I quote, I think I'm a snow game guy, while he was dropping 30 on the Broncos. So, yeah.
Snow and cold, two totally different games.
I get it. And it's going to be cold and snow. And you know what is not comfortable for Tua Tagovailoa? Either of the above. Now, to be fair, Brew, they did put the Dolphins practice facility down to 50 degrees,
Greg,
which should prepare them for
that
this.
First of all, they should have went there. They should go there and get
They
used
tried.
to the
Kansas
cold.
City wouldn't. No one would rent them the
you're not
practice
doing that on the
facilities.
short
No one would give them the room. They're not doing it.
I thought the turning the AC up in their facility was just. I wouldn't have told anyone that. They just, they've been in a cold movie theater. Like a summertime movie theater.
look,
Chilly. Gotta bring a blanket.
Go ahead, Bruce. Sorry.
One place you don't break dance is outside in the cold.
That's
all
right.
And look, I
just the
would
cold
love it if you were right.
Why?
Just because of you, really.
What?
As much as I love Mahomes, because of you. No, but I think the injuries too to that defense in Miami. That's like Vic's got to deal with that.
And the best part is, Greg's going to be in Kansas City
I
this
am.
weekend. Oh, man, if you see Greg Jennings.
That seems like a good deal. Greg Jennings is here with us, looking beautiful. Since the elimination of the second bye,
That's fine.
sorry.
He eyed.
No, he looked great.
He eyed.
I'll take it.
No number 2 seed has lost since the elimination of the second bye. Cowboys also have a 16-game winning streak at home, currently favored by over a touchdown. We're all officially picking the Packers. What?
We're all officially picking the Packers?
I believe so.
Greg might be. But
Greg, are you?
The rest of us have
the
doubts.
Cowboys. I meant.
This guy is
Sorry.
in shambles because of
It's
Belichick.
okay, we
He
understand.
wasn't even being funny. I
We
could tell
understand.
from the
That was just
look
a
in his
mistake.
eye. He was not being
completely
funny.
understand.
I knew he was just
Sorry, we're not all
lost.
picking the Packers.
You even had written down Packers?
It's been a rough day.
Okay, sorry about that. Go
I shouldn't even be at work. I should be home.
Go ahead. We're all officially picking the Cowboys.
We're
we
all officially
think.
picking the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So, Brew, is there any chance the Cowboys have an F game?
You know that an F game is almost always on the board for the Cowboys. But I am going to say no.
Wow.
There will be no F game. The Cowboys will roll. Green Bay is young. I said it yesterday. They're the youngest team since 1974 to make the playoffs. Their defense is suspect. All right, very suspect.
Oh, you're going to let this go this time, huh, Wild?
No, I mean, Dak, their defense gives up a lot over the middle, too. And that's where Dak thrives. Like, I think Dak's going to play well. Dallas is hyped. They're ready. Green Bay, I'm sure the players don't feel this way or the coaches, but there is a little sense of, hey, it's been a great year. We got to the playoffs. The future's bright with Jordan, but the future, not the present. So, yeah, I think Dallas is going to roll. I think the F game possibility will come in round two,
against
but
Baker?
not this
Sure.
game.
Yeah.